Appreciate the dialogue. Appreciate your indulgence in allowing me to offer this amendment, which I will withdraw, Mr. Chairman, and I'll explain why in just a minute. But I do appreciate my friend from Illinois' engaging in the conversation, at least, while we have different perspectives. Let me address the gentleman's concern for markets, because the distortions in the market are government created. It's just simply not true that private capital is moving to wind and solar because there is some kind of market demand for wind and solar-powered AI data centers. The reality is intermittent and unreliable power sources like wind and solar cannot deliver the firm baseload dispatchable power that is required for data center dominance and AI dominance. That's why China, in contrast to the gentleman's fantasy world of wind and solar-powered AI data centers, China is guaranteeing right now baseload power for their AI race, approving roughly 2 coal plants a week. We fiddle in this country while Rome is burning. We fiddle because the United States is debating permitting, debating wind and solar, and we're retiring firm generation every single week in this country. This country has retired 290 coal-fired power plants since 2009, when China is racing forward with baseload power. China installed 48 gigawatts of new coal-fired generation capacity and approved 67 gigawatts of further coal capacity in 2024. The CEO of a major investor-owned utility, I asked the question to the CEO recently, is it really true that coal just can't compete in the marketplace? And his answer was simple. He said, no, coal can compete, coal should compete, coal is needed for us to supply the firm power, the dispatchable power for all the data centers that are coming online. But we've rejected capitalism. We haven't embraced capitalism. We've rejected capitalism with government intervention to artificially and prematurely retire our coal fleet in this country, which is essential to deliver the firm baseload power that we need. So the distortion in the market is not what I'm proposing. The distortion in the market is 16 years of bad policy that has forced us to lose our competitiveness. And so energy producers in the next few decades are going to be investing trillions of dollars, but we need to invest it in reliable power, reliable sources of power. This is a race that will shape the global economic and military dominance of the future. And we also need to keep the lights on in our hospitals, in our factories, in our businesses, in our homes. This amendment would remove the uneconomic disincentives to invest in and finance the firm baseload power supply that our country needs to win the AI race. It's a concept I've been working on with the Trump administration. I've spoken with Secretary Burgum, the chairman of the Energy Dominance Council, Secretary Wright, and Secretary Lutnick. This is work that is ongoing. It will be refined. We're waiting on TA from the Department of Energy and the Department of Commerce. But in the interest, Mr. Chairman, of producing a bipartisan product and to continue to refine the details of the administration's proposal, I will withdraw this amendment, and I appreciate, Mr. Chairman, your time and consideration. I look forward to continuing to work with you to address this key national security concern.